Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we'll be starting the lesson number 11 from Quranic language made easy, that is the descriptive phrase or Sifa Mausoof. Allahumma allimna bima yanfa'ana wa anfa'na bima tu'allimuna wa zidna min fadlika ilman innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. O Allah, teach us that which will benefit us and benefit us with that you teach us out of your grace, and you have the power over everything. Aameen. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So this is the chapter. This is called as Sifa Mausoof. So what is Sifa Mausoof? The descriptive phrase or the Sifa Mausoof consists of a noun followed by an adjective. Basically, this is a combination of two nouns. The one is the descriptive phrase, the noun which is being described, and the another one is the adjective which is describing the noun. This noun in Arabic is called as Mausoof, which means that which is being described. And the adjective in Arabic is called as Sifa, which means that which is describing the noun, that is the Mausoof. So for example, I can give you a simple example. Inshallah, you'll think about it. The tall man. So here, man is the Mausoof because it is being described here. Okay, and the tall, this is an adjective which is describing the man, which is called as Sifa in Arabic. So tall man, tall is describing the man. Man is the Mausoof which is being described, and tall is the adjective which is describing the man or the Mausoof. So tall man is the Sifa Mausoof combination. It is a combination of two nouns. One is the Mausoof which is being described, and one is the Sifa or the adjective which is describing the noun. In a descriptive phrase or Sifa Mausoof, the basic point to be noted that the adjective will be identical to the noun in four ways, and they are: the first one is gender, the second one is number, the third one is the type of noun, and the fourth one is the i'rab. So now I'm going to explain you each one with examples. So basically, for the Sifa Mausoof to be, if it has to be if you want to check if it is a Sifa Mausoof combination, then the two nouns should match in gender, number, type of noun, and i'rab. So first I'll be explaining about the gender. So if the noun is masculine or feminine, the adjective will also be identical. For example, ajrun azimun. So this is what? A great reward. Here ajrun is a masculine noun and azimun is also masculine noun. So the two nouns satisfy in the gender. They both have the same gender. And in Arabic, all the words in Arabic have a gender. Either they are masculine or feminine. Inshallah, you'll be learning how to define, how to know which word is masculine and which word is feminine in the coming lessons. Inshallah, there is a whole different chapter for learning the genders, learning about the genders. And the second one is al-mu'izatu al-hasanatu, the good advice. So here the al-mu'izatu is feminine and al-hasanatu is also feminine. One way I can explain you how you come to know that the word is feminine is by the tamar buta at the end. Tamar buta is the rounded ta with two dots like this. This is called as tamar buta. So whenever you see words ending with a tamar buta, most of the words ending with a tamar buta are feminine words. So here al-mu'izatu is feminine and al-hasanatu is also feminine. So hasana is good and mu'izatu is advice. So here what happens? Ajrun azimun. So this is Mausuf and this is the Sifa. So while in Arabic, first Mausuf comes first and then you get the Sifa. You say Mausuf Sifa. But while translating, you translate the Sifa first. A great, Azim is translated first. This is the Sifa. And then the Mausuf, Ajrun, is the reward. In translation, you say Sifa Mausuf, but in Arabic, it's Mausuf Sifa. And the second one is they should be satisfying in the number. If the noun is singular or dual or plural, the adjective will also be identical. Okay, for example, Qur'anun Arabiyyun, and Arabic Quran. So here Quranun is singular and Arabiyyun is also singular here, right? So this is Quran is this one is the Quran, and Arabiyyun is Arabic and Arabic Quran. So they both are singular. They both match in the number. And also we can also check the gender. Quran is masculine and Arabiyyun is also masculine. So far they satisfy the two things. The first one is the gender. They both are masculine. The second one is the number. They both are singular. If you want to see two words as Sifa, Mausuf or not, you have to check for the four things. The first two are the gender and the number. And second one is Rajulani Salihani. Okay, so this is the dual, and Salihani is also dual. So here you have to see the ending letters like Rajulani, Ani, it ends with Ani, and Salihani also ends with Ani. So they both are dual. So now they satisfy in gender. They both are masculine. They both are dual. So it's two righteous men. So they are satisfying in the gender and the number. And the third one is ayatun bayyinatun. So these are clear signs. Ayat is in the plural for ayat, and bayyinatun is the plural for bayyinatun. Bayyinatun is the plural for bayyinatun. So ayat is the plural and bayyinat is also plural. Ayatun, bayyinatun, and they are clear signs. So this is about the number. Next we'll see about the type of noun. If the noun is definite or indefinite, the adjective will also be identical. So here al-masjidu, al-haramu. So al-masjidu starts with al. That's why it's a marifa noun. We have learnt in our previous video about marifa and nakira noun. And al-haramu also starts with al. So this is also a marifa noun. So they both are having the same type of noun. Al-masjidu is marifa. Al-haramu is also marifa. Al-masjidu is masculine and al-haram is also masculine. So they both satisfy in gender and type of noun and number. Al-masjidu is singular and al-haramu is also singular. So they both are satisfied so far they are satisfying all the three conditions: gender, number and type of noun. So al-masjidu is the Mausuf and al-haramu is the Sifa, which is describing the masjid. So the sacred mosque is the translation. So Sifa is translated first and then the Mausuf. Next is kitabun mubinun. So kitabun is singular, mubinun is also singular, and kitabun, since it ends with a tanween, this is a nakira noun, and mubinun also ends with a tanween, this is also a nakira noun. So they both are having the same type of noun here, same gender, and then the second one is the number. They both are singular and they both are masculine. Okay, so far they're satisfying all the three conditions. So kitabun is the Mausuf and mubinun is the Sifa. Sifa is translated first. Sifa, mubinun is open, and kitabun is the book. So this is Sifa and this is the Mausuf, an open book. Now the last point is the Irab. So what is an Irab? Let me explain you what is the Irab. For example, if you have so Irab is the haraka or the vowel on the last letter of a noun is called as an Irab. For example, if you take kitabun, so what is the Irab of kitabun? It is Dhamma Tanween. And if you take the Irab qalami, so what is the Irab of qalami? The last letter, the vowel on the last letter is the Irab. So this is the Irab here. So Kasra is the Irab of qalami and Dhamma Tanween is the Irab of kitabun. So that's what is the Irab. So here, if the noun ends with a fatha, single fatha or single dhamma or single kasra or dhamma tanween, fatha tanween or kasra tanween, the adjective will also be identical. Okay, if the Mausuf ends with a tanween, then the Sifa will also ends with a tanween, dhamma, fatha or kasra. If the Mausuf ends with a single dhamma, single fatha or single kasra, then the Sifa will also ends with a single dhamma, single kasra and single dhamma in case of Sifa, if they are Sifa Mausuf. So they are basically like a twin sister. So for example, Minash Shaitani Ar-Rajimi, from the cursed shaitan. So here you can see the Irab. The Irab of Ash-Shaitani is the Kasra and Ar-Rajimi is also a Kasra. So So now this satisfies the i'rab. And shaitan is the Mausuf and ar-rajimi is the Sifa. You translate the Sifa first. This is from the cursed, and then the shaitan is the Mausuf. And now let's check for all the above three types, that is gender, number, type of noun, and i'rab. So how do you know if it is a Sifa Mausuf? Is you check for gender, number, type of noun, and i'rab. The GNTI rule should satisfy. So this is if the two nouns satisfy the GNTI rule, then that's a Sifa Mausuf. So let's take for Minash Shaitanir Rajimi. So Minash Shaitani, you have a kasra because of min. Min is our jar majroor. So Ash Shaitan is masculine, the gender, and Ar Rajim is also masculine. So they both satisfy the gender. And then the second one is the number. Let's check for the number. Minash Shaitani. Ash Shaitan is singular, and Ar Rajim is also singular. And this satisfies the number. The third one is the type of noun. So ash-shaitan starts with al, that's why it's a marifa noun. And ar-rajimi also starts with al, this is also a marifa noun. So they satisfy the third one, the type of noun. And the fourth one is the i'rab. You have to check for the i'rab, the harka on the last letter. Ash-shaitani has a kasra and ar-rajimi also has a kasra. So now these two nouns satisfy the GNTI rule, gender, number, type of noun, and i'rab, and hence they are sifa mausuf, from the cursed shaitan. The next example is azaban aliman, a painful punishment. So here azaban ends with a i'rab is fatha tanween, and aliman the i'rab is also fatha tanween. So the azaban is masculine, aliman is also masculine. Gender is matching, and number is azaban is singular and aliman is also singular. So the number is matching. The third one is the type of noun. Azaban is a nakira noun because it ends with a tanween, and aliman is also a nakira noun. And the fourth one is the i'rab. They both are fatha tanween. This is a painful punishment. They both satisfy GNTI rule, and hence they are the sifa mausuf. And now let's see the last example. This is al amalu as-salihu, the righteous deed. So here amalu has a single dhamma and as-salihu has a single dhamma. So the i'rab of both al-amalu and as-salihu is a dhamma. So they both satisfy in the i'rab. And let's start from the beginning. The gender, they both are masculine, and as-salihu is also masculine. Number is al-amalu is singular, as-salihu is also singular. And then al-amalu is the al-amalu, al starts is from al, it's a marifa noun. As-salihu is also a marifa noun. And last is the i'rab. They both have the dhamma as the i'rab. So they both satisfy the GNTI rule, and hence they are the sifa mausuf. Al-amal is the deed, and as-salih is the righteous. So we translate the sifa first and then the mausuf, the righteous deed. So let's take some of the following are the examples from the Quran. Let's take the examples from the Quran. Inshallah, it will be easy for you if you see these examples. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So the first example is وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُوقٍ عَظِيمٍ. So here خُلُوقٍ عَظِيمٍ. So this is the khuluqin is the mausuf and azimin is the sifa. And why do we have a kasra tanween here? Khuluqin is because of our ala. Ala is our jar majroor. So khuluqin, you have to satisfy the GNTI rule. They have, and also sifa mausuf is the two nouns look like a twin sisters. They look the same. So let's check for gender now. Gender, khuluqin is masculine and azimin is also masculine. So they both satisfy in the gender. The second one is the number. So khuluqin is singular, and azimin is also singular. So they both satisfy in number. The type of noun, third one, khuluqin is a nakira noun and azimin is also a nakira noun. They satisfy in the type of noun. And let's take the i'rab. So they both end with a kasra tanween, khuluqin and azimin, and hence they satisfy the i'rab too. So they satisfy all the four conditions GNTI rule, and hence they are sifa mausuf. Khuluq is the character and azimin is the exalted. So we translate the sifa first, exalted, and then the mausuf, the character. And the next example is qalat ajuzun aqimun. She said a barren old woman. So ajuzun aqimun is the sifa mausuf here. Ajuzun is the mausuf and azimun is the sifa. Let's check for the gender and number. So ajuzun is feminine noun and aqimun is also the feminine noun, and gender is satisfied. And then number, ajuzun is singular, aqimun is also singular, so the number is done. And the type of noun, ajuzun is a nakira noun, and aqimun is also a nakira noun, so the type of noun is done. And then the next one is the i'rab. I'rab is ajuzun ends with a dhamma tanween, aqimun also ends with a dhamma tanween. They both satisfy the GNTI rule. They are the sifa mausuf. So you translate the sifa first. Aqimun is barren, old, and then ajuzun is the woman. Um, Aqimun is barren and ajuz is the old woman. Okay, so a barren old woman. So this is talking about a woman. That's why they both are feminine. And the next example is baldatun tayyibatun wa rabbun ghafurun. So here we have two sets of sifa mausuf. Baldatun tayyibatun. So baldatun tayyibatun and then rabbun ghafurun. Let's see the meaning. So it says baldatun tayyibatun is a territory fair and happy. Baldatun and tayyibatun. Baldatun is since it ends with a tamarbuta, I told you that any word, any noun that ends with a tamarbuta, most of them are feminine. So in the when you check for the gender, they both are feminine, and number they both are masculine. Sorry, singular. And the type of noun, they both are nakira noun. And i'rab is the dhamma tanween. They both end with a dhamma tanween. So they i'rab is also matching. So they are sifa mausuf. Baldatun tayyibatun is territory, fair and happy. And then wa rabbun ghafurun, wa is and then rabbun ghafurun. So here rabbun is the Lord of forgiving. Ghafur is of forgiving. So here Rab is the, let's check for gender. They both are masculine, and number is they both are singular. And then type of noun, they both are nakira noun. And then the i'rab is the dhamma tanween for both of them, and hence they are sifa mausuf. The next example is inni ulqiya ilayya kitabun karimun. Here is delivered to me a letter worthy of respect. So here kitabun karimun is the sifa mausuf, because they satisfy in gender. They both are masculine, and they both are the number is they both are singular. And then the type of noun is they both are nakira nouns. And then the i'rab is the dhamma tanween, kitabun karimun. So kitabun is a letter worthy of respect. And then the next example is وَجَعَلْتَ لَهُ مَالًا مَمْدُودًا. So here, to whom I granted resources in abundance. So here malan mamdudan is the sifa mausuf. Malan is the mausuf and mamdudan is the sifa here. And let's check for GNTI rule. Malan, gender, they both are masculine, and number type GN, N is the number. Malan is singular and mamdudan is also singular. And GN and T, type of noun, they both are nakira, malan, mamdudan, and i'rab is fatha tanween for both of them. So they look like twin sisters. They are sifa mausuf. Malan is the resources, and mamdudan is in abundance. Resources in abundance. And minal mu'sirati ma'an thajjajan. So here from the clouds water, from the clouds water in abundance. So here ma'an thajjajan is the mausuf and thajjajan is the sifa, and they both are singular. They both are masculine, and then they both are nakira noun, and they both have a fatha tanween as their i'rabs. So they both are like twin sisters. They are sifa mausuf. So ma'an is water and thajjajan is in abundance. And the next one is لِتَأْكُلُوا مِنْهُ لَحْمًا تَرِيًّا. So here lahman tariyan is the sifa mausuf. They are kind of rhyming words, right? And lahman is the mausuf and tariyan is the sifa. Lahman is the flesh and tariyan is fresh and tender. So they both are satisfied in gender. They both are masculine, and number is they both are singular, and type of noun is nakira, and i'rab is the fatha tanween. Same for both of them. Next example is وَذِلِّم مَمْدُودٍ. So here the ظِلِّم مَمْدُودٍ is the sifa mausuf, zillin is the mausuf, and mamdudin is the sifa. So zil means shade, and mamdudin is long extended. So they both satisfy in gender. They both are masculine. They both are singular. They both are nakira noun, and they both have the same irab kasra tanween. Next one is fi kitabim maknunin. So here kitabim maknunin is the sifa mausuf. Kitab is a book and maknun is well guarded. Kitab is the mausuf and maknun is describing the sifa, that is maknun. And then they both satisfy in gender. They both are masculine, singular, and nakira noun. And then the type of noun is the irab is the kasra tanween here. And the next one is ila miqati yawmin ma'lumin. So here yawmin ma'lumin is the sifa mausuf. Yawmin is the day, yawm is the day, and ma'lumin is well known. So that here the ma'lumin is describing the yawmin. Yawmin is the mausuf, and then ma'lumin is the sifa here. So, and they both satisfy in gender. They both are singular. The day is singular, and then they both are singular, and then number is the singular number. Gender is masculine, singular. Type of noun is nakira. Irab is kasra tanween. Next example is fi lawhim mahfuzin, in a tablet preserved. So here lawhim mahfuzin is the sifa mausuf, lawhin is the mausuf, mahfuzin is the sifa. They both satisfy in the gender. They both are masculine, and then number, they both are singular. They both are nakira noun, and they both end with a kasra tanween. Irab. So lawhin mahfuzin, tablet, and then preserved. And the next example is dhalikal fawzul azimu. So here that is the great salvation. So here the sifa mausuf is al fawzu al azimu, and al fawzu is the mausuf and al azim is the sifa. Al fawzu is the success or the salvation, and azim is the great here. So they both satisfy in gender. They both are singular. They both are masculine. They both are marifa noun because they start with al, and then they both have the irab is the single dhamma here, and hence they are sifa mausuf. They look like twin sister. They rhyme with each other like al fawzu al azimu. They, that is the great salvation. That is the sifa mausuf. And next is wal yawmil maw'udi, by the promised day. Yawm is the mausuf here. Al yawmi and al maw'udi is the sifa here. And the promised day here, they both satisfy in gender. They both are masculine, singular, marifa noun, and then the irab is a kasra here. They are sifa mausuf. And then for arahul ayatal kubra, then he showed him the great sign, al ayata al kubra. This is a bit tricky. So here they both are masculine, they both are singular, and al ayat is a marifa noun, and al kubra is also a marifa noun because they start with al here. And the irab, now the irab is sorry, they both are feminine here because this is an tamar buta ending. Al ayat is a feminine word, okay. So and al kubra is also feminine word. So you'll be learning how to know the word is a feminine. Is this is called as alif maksura. So kubra, you have ya and then alif maksura sign. So these are always the feminine words. I mean, most of the time they are feminine. Al ayat is feminine. This is also feminine here. And ayat is the sign, and kubra is the great. So the great sign. So kubra is the feminine form of kabir. Kabir is the masculine word, and then kubra is the feminine word for kabir. Okay. And next one is ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'innatu. O you soul in complete rest and satisfaction. So here an-nafsu al-mutma'innatu are the sifa mausuf. They are, an-nafsu is feminine, and al-mutma'innatu, can you see the tamar buta? This is also feminine. They both are feminine. They both are singular. And then al-nafsu, they both starts with al. They are marifa noun. And an-nafsu is the irab is the single dhamma, and al-mutma'innatu is also a single dhamma. So they both are they both satisfy the GNTI rule, and hence they are sifa mausuf. So an-nafs is the soul, and then mutma'inna is complete rest and satisfaction. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ الْكُبْرَى. So again, now we have kubra again here, and you see the tamarbuta sign here. So whenever you see a tamarbuta, most of the nouns ending with a tamarbuta are feminine. So they both are feminine. They both are singular, and then they both starts with al. They both are marifa noun, and the irab. So this ends with a dhamma. The irab is dhamma here. For kubra, the irab is also dhamma for the kubra. Kubra is the feminine word for the kabir. Kabir is the masculine word and kubra is the feminine word. It ends with alif maksura. Okay. So the meaning is therefore when there comes the great overwhelming event. So tammatul kubra is the event which is describing the tamma, the event or the calamity, which is the great overwhelming event. Next one is minash shajaril akhdari. So here out of the green tree. So here ash-shajari, al-akhdari are the sifa mausuf. Ash-shajari is the mausuf. Al-akhdari is the sifa. So here green tree. So akhdar is the green color here. They both satisfy in gender. They both are masculine. They both are singular. They both are marifa noun because they start with al. And then the irab is a kasra here. So they both satisfy in the GNTI rule. They are sifa mausuf. And an-najmu al-thaqibu, the star of piercing brightness. Here an-najmu al-thaqibu are the sifa. The an-najmu is the mausuf and al-thaqibu is the sifa. And an-najmu is the star and thaqib is brightness and the piercing brightness. And an-najmu is singular and al-thaqib is also singular. They both are masculine, they both are singular, so they both are satisfying GNTI rule. They are marifa noun and the irab is the single dhamma here, hence they are sifa mausuf. Hope sifa mausuf is clear with you all. If you have any questions, you can comment me. Inshallah, I'll try to answer. So basically, the sifa mausuf, I mean, it's not necessary that the two nouns should always be together. You know, there can be some noun here and then something comes in between and then you can have the second noun. Okay, and also sifa mausuf is yeah, I can see you can see some of the examples from the Quran. So let's take this. Okay, jannataini zawatai ukulin khamtin. So here ukulin khamtin is the sifa mausuf. Ukulin is the fruit and khamtin is bitter. So khamtin is the sifa which is describing fruit. Ukulin is the mausuf here. And sidrin qalilin. So here sidr is a tree and qalilin is few. So few trees which are few. So they are describing the trees which are few trees. So this is mausuf and this is the sifa here. And Suratul Kahf, you can take ba'san shadidan. Ba'san is the punishment, shadidan is severe. So severe punishment. Severe is shadidan is the adjective or the sifa and ba'san is the mausuf here. They both satisfy in gender. They both are masculine. They both are singular. They both are nakira noun and they both end with a fatha tanween. The irab is same for both of them. And if you want more examples from the Quran, then I can go to Surah An-Nisa. Raqabatin mu'minatin. So here raqaba is the slave and mu'minatin is believing. So what kind of slave? Mu'minatin is believing slave, right? So mu'minatin is the sifa, raqabatin is the mausuf, and raqabatin is the feminine because it ends with a tamarbuta. Remember I told you any word that ends with a tamarbuta is a feminine word, and mu'minatin is also a tamarbuta ending. This is also feminine. They both are singular, they both are feminine, they both are nakira noun, and the irab is kasra tanween for both of them. And Azaban, aziman. Azab is the punishment. Aziman is great. So aziman is the sifa describing the azaban, the mausuf. Hope this is clear with you. Inshallah, in the next class, we will be learning about the possessive phrase or mudaf ilay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.